Hey guys, and welcome back to Any Sport. Today we're going to be taking a look at 10 NFL players who came from nothing and their super inspiring stories. Now before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video from us. Let's get into it. At number 10, Devonta Freeman, RB, Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's 4th round pick in the 2014 draft grew up in Pork and Beans Projects, which he considers to be the toughest neighborhood in Florida. "You never know what you're going to get in Pork and Beans," said the running back. Freeman and his family often went to bed hungry. His mother worked in a warehouse for minimum wage, so Freeman had to work 3 jobs to help his family. That hard work paid off this past spring when the Falcons drafted him. At number 9, Demaryius Thomas, WR, Denver Broncos. Thomas came from a life of illegal substances and homelessness. While in 6th grade, police raided Thomas's home and arrested his mother and grandmother on federal charges of conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute illegal substances. From the time of their arrest until Thomas was in 10th grade, he stayed in 4 homes. His aunt finally took him in and raised him. He ended up going to Georgia Tech before being drafted in the 1st round by the Denver Broncos. At number 8, Michael Sam, DE, Dallas Cowboys. Sam was the first gay football player to be drafted by the NFL and the first to be currently on an active roster with the Cowboys. However, getting to the NFL as a gay man may not have been his greatest challenge. Did you know Sam was the 7th of 8 children, and that he briefly lived in the back seat of his mother's car? Or did you know 3 of his siblings died and 2 of his brothers currently reside in prison? At number 7, Curtis Martin, RB, retired. Martin brought the crowd to tears at his Hall of Fame ceremony as he recalled his tough upbringing, his mother's pain and their eventual healing process. He recalled how his alcoholic father once abused and tortured his mother by setting her hair on fire and burning cigarettes into her leg. Urged by his pastor, Martin used football to make a difference in people's lives, including his own and his mother's. At number 6, Brandon Marshall, WR, Chicago Bears. Marshall has never shied away from controversy, likely because he was always part of it while he grew up. When he was younger, his father abused and assaulted his mother in several ways. And in 1991, police found a large amount of illegal substances in his father's truck. Prior to entering the NFL, Marshall also had a number of encounters with authority himself, but has worked through that to become one of the premier receivers in the game. At number 5, Michael Oher, OL, Tennessee Titans. Michael escaped a violent upbringing in North Memphis, Tennessee to become one of the NFL's best offensive linemen. The movie The Blind Side portrays Michael's journey from the slums to the Ravens. He walked parallel to gang violence and illegal substance trafficking before breaking away and living with the Tui family. Their structured environment helped Michael channel his frustration into hard work on and off the field. In 2013, Michael won his first Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens. At number 4, Adam Jones, CB, Cincinnati Bengals. Much of Jones's early NFL struggles stemmed from his tough upbringing. He heard the gunshots which killed his father outside his apartment in Bankhead, Boat Rock. In the ensuing years, his mother and grandmother raised him. When he entered the NFL, Jones carried a lot of baggage, and it was only 2 years ago that a judge ordered him to pay $11.65 million in compensatory damages for his role in a shooting outside a Las Vegas strip club. Since then, he's turned his life around, often speaking to rookies at symposiums about how not to live a similar life. At number 3, Darnell Dockett, DE, Arizona Cardinals. When Dockett was younger, he became more familiar with death and shoplifting than football. At the age of 13, Dockett returned home one day to find his mother dead. She was killed execution style from a gunshot wound to the head. His father died of pancreatic cancer. As he worked his way through college, poor grades and the perception of being a shoplifter caused teams to shy away from the defensive standout. At number 2, Jimmy Graham, TE, New Orleans Saints. Graham is now worth $21 million guaranteed, but at one point he believes he was only worth $98. That is how much his father refused to pay his mother for child support each month. Because he refused to pay, the father dropped Graham off at social services and Graham's mother eventually surrendered her son to the state. At number 1, Tamba Hali, LB, Kansas City Chiefs. Born in 1983, Hali grew up in war-torn Libera. When he had just turned 9, fighting around his hometown of Bana forced his mother to gather her children and flee into the countryside. They got by on whatever food they could gather. Eventually the family fled to the Ivory Coast and then to America when Hali's father was able to bring his children across the Atlantic. And that's all for today folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on another amazing video from us. And if you learned something from today's video, then drop a comment to let us know. Until next time.